Welcome back to the circle, everybody. Lostboys Cypher Circle is back in session. If you don't know, now you do. This is home of all things artistic. If you have a song, a poem, a rap, a story, some artwork, anything you want to get out there, or even just a conversation you want to have, this is the place to come get your thoughts and feelings heard. If you want to come on the show, just message me on Facebook at Dylan Lawler, or on Gmail at lostboy420x@gmail.com. That's lostboy420x@gmail.com. As always, guys, before we get into things, I want to take a second to talk about mental health. I always say that we've been through tough times before. We will get through them again. I want to always say that you always have someone to talk to, no matter who it is. Whether it's me, a friend, one of these resources at the bottom of the screen, such as 988 Lifeline Crisis that you can text or go to their website they'll have professionals on hand. Or if you're looking to pay for professional therapy, there's BetterHelp, and they'll hook you up with an online therapist in 48 hours. And if you don't like the therapist, they'll switch you out until you find someone you vibe with. But I also wanted to add something that I heard recently. One of my favorite artists, Jelly Roll, recently won a Best New Artist of the Year award. And he is 39 years old. And so at his award ceremony, he kind of thought that was a little poetic, that so far into his life, he's winning this New Artist award. And so he said, no matter where you are in your life, it does get better and there is a way forward. And he said something that really, really resonated with me that I think I'm going to take as a personal motto and take to my grave. He said, the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason, because what's in front of you is so much more important than what's behind you. And that just hit me on such a deep level. And I wanted to share that with you guys because, it really is. Keep looking forward, because what is in front of you is way more important than what you left behind you. So with that being said, guys, I also want to say that with this being a show primarily targeted around mental health and everything, we can talk about some triggering topics. And if you feel triggered or upset or just don't like what we're talking about, nobody will be at all offended if you click out of the stream and stop watching. So with that being said, let's get on with the show. We were supposed to have 4 artists tonight. We're running into a few road bumps, but we're still going to make it the best show we can. Unfortunately, Chris, y'all remember Chris Clark. He's been on a couple times before. He was supposed to be on here, and he had to cancel last minute. But I just wanted to give him a shout out real quick. Y'all can go find him on TikTok at the Poetic 1Z, on Facebook at the Poetic One, and he also has a Facebook group called Poetic Excursions, where you guys can kind of do what I'm doing here and connect with other artists and share your stuff. So go check him out. And I'm gonna bring my boy Messiah up here, rapper, poet. Just all around dope guy. What is that? Philosopher. That's the word I was looking for. Philosopher. And just one of my favorite artists, not only on the show, but just that I've heard, period. Y'all can go find him on Instagram at Messiah. That's his name split up. MESS space IAH. Or TikTok at Psy and the Sandman, Psy_and_the_Sandman. He also has some music out on SoundCloud right now at Sci-Fi, that's spelled SI-FI. So let's play his flyer and bring him on up here.
Sanity beckoning, reluctant to heed the call. Eventual surrender, opening of the vault. Comforted by familiarity, head down the narrow path. Catching up quickly, trailing close behind as a hunter of the road. A panic attack. Gasp for air without changing my pace. Not a single expression washes over the face. Despite my blank expression, it seems as if they know. Paranoia seeps into the mind. Cover's been blown. Does one retreat? Run and hide? Or do you stand and fight until the moment you die? Confusion races, leaving my mind displaced. If I wore your shoes, shared your tastes, matched your glare, would you recognize your face?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm thinking though, I definitely gotta re-record that at some point. The echo in that room I was in.
Yo, yeah. So, I just first of all, I just wanted to let everybody know that we do have a new mic set up tonight. So, anybody in the comments, or if you notice any echoing or backlash or whatever, let us know and we can fix that right away. But yeah, new mic setup. Fucking, we're moving up in the world, and I'm happy to have you back on for what, the third week in a row.
Second week in a row, third time on the show, and I'm glad to be back. I love it.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for coming back. You want to tell us those of us who don't know you, a little bit about yourself and what you got going on?
Yeah, so my name is Messiah. Given name is I prefer to be called Psy. My artist name is That Guy Psy. The goal one day is eventually to hopefully be able to help, promote other artists and help them get along the path to putting their music out there through sci-fi productions. I struggle with some mental health conditions such as borderline personality disorder, and it was believed to be bipolar type 1. I am now much more realizing that I think my borderline may be aggravating ADHD, but that's something to be discovered and to continue to work on. I would consider myself a humanist and an omnist. I believe that there's truth in all things, and I love the human condition and all life. I just want to see everything flourish and to see us be better as people, and not necessarily as a whole, because we can't change the world. We can only change ourselves, work within, and that light will spread. Happiness does not decrease. What is that verbatim, that proverb from Buddha, with the candle? 1,000 candles can be lit from the light of one, or whatever.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I think I have. I believe I have heard that one. Yeah.
So
I
write.
Man.
So I write as therapy, really, and I'm just looking to share a moment with people, to connect. Because that's what we should be doing. We're social creatures, and yeah, I love being here. Thank you again, Dylan. Shout out to everybody who's on the show, and shout out to all who's watching. Great, I'm happy to be here with y'all.
Absolutely, thanks, man. Yo, so what's the first piece you're gonna do with us tonight for us?
So I think I'm gonna wait on that rap piece for boy Caleb to get in here. Hopefully, praying, because I want to see the skills. So this first piece I'll be doing is called John Who Lived Down the Road. And I wrote it a little while ago, like weeks, maybe month or so now. But I've decided to do it tonight because there was an experience, something that happened recently. Anybody may have read about this in the news. There was a shooting in Hartford, Vermont. And it happened at the apartment building where my parents live. My mom and my stepdad, and it was the person who shot this man I allegedly used to smoke crack with. And I've just been incredibly terrified and fucked up since then. Like, you don't really know people, and all it takes is 1 second for somebody to snap and to lose it. It could have been me. Like, I don't want to speak too much on this guy's name, no shade. But there were instances of paranoia and certain actions, and stuff that made me concerned that it actually could have been me who got shot. And that's been fucking me up lately. And I've been thinking a lot about like the fact that gang culture and shit is glorified through music. And like all these kids walking around with guns and all these people who shouldn't have them. And so this poem touches about that kind of idea a little bit. John Who Lived Down the Road.
All right. I'll get myself out of here. Let's hear it.
All righty. John Doe was an average Joe, an average fellow with average clothes, an average look from head to toe, an average seeming family, an average seeming home. John smiled and waved at neighbors and cars passing by, Sometimes he'd be smiling, but looking past you, 1,000 yards stare into the sky. John had a heart of gold and a little bit of a temper, everybody knew. The kind of guy you could call and he was there for you. At gatherings, he was usually the quietest in the room, exuberant at times, sudden panic and doom, dimming it down quick, fear in his eyes. Like he had been discovered, so in his mind he would hide. He did his best, but one night, the lights went out and he blew a fuse. Only people who really didn't know him were shocked to hear the news. John had a sip of the devil's juice, a sip off the snake. He stayed up late, no sugar, only cane, flashbacks of the bad days. In a freaked out frenzy, he killed his daughter Kate and her friend Kenzie. His wife ran for help and he ran her over in a Bentley and then gently rolled like a Royce with a simple choice to make. And in a hot and cold state, John, devastated by the choices he made, sentenced himself to death and blew off his face. The cops arrived at the scene but hadn't seen the way a few of us had to see Miss Doe, how she was run down the road. That was a while ago now. Been thinking about it more and more as I grow old. It's just crazy to think. Who in this world do you really know? I thought I knew John, who used to live down the road.
Damn, that was chilling. That was very chilling, and it was very like it makes you stop and think about like who do you really know? What is going on behind shit? Like I think I've talked about this on past shows. Like I'm I work at a store where I see hundreds of people a day, and you never like they put these masks on and you watch them, come into the store, but they're not the same as they are at their homes, and you never know like what's underneath the mask.
No.
And it's scary. It's scary. You did such a good job at illustrating that, and like the way I love your plays on words, like scene, and what was the other one that I really liked? Sugar and no can.
The cops arrived at the scene by Hensi.
Yeah, and yeah, like your plays on words were fantastic. I love the way you use your words and whatnot. So right now, we do not have other artists in the stream, but because we have a new mic setup, y'all can hear our producer Brandon speak for the first time. The silent man. Go ahead.
The guy behind the scenes over here.
And so I guess we'll turn the mic over to him and see what he has. What did you think about homie's piece?
So I thought that was crazy. Like he said, dude, the way you can paint a picture in somebody's mind is like incredible with your words, and the way you say it is just like it's incredible, dude. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites, like because like he's one of those artists that like just like paints such a clear a picture of scenery. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
it's like a movie inside your head.
And when Caleb comes on too, like he that's you guys like that's why I like to have you guys on the same show a lot, because you guys have a very similar style and like you guys are very good at painting such a vivid like picture in my mind and just like literally drawing me into it and making me feel that, you know what I mean? And like,
and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this piece, because it's this thing that happened recently has really been fucking me up. Like I've been having horrible nightmares, like, and I'm a very vivid dreamer, and I got gunned down by some old friends. Like I used to do a lot of drugs, like I've done everything from meth, heroin, like I've done everything, and I've even overdosed twice. And I'm clean now. I mean, I'd probably allegedly maybe still, partake in a little bit of cocaine or maybe a little bit of, Tina, because I'm one of those few people who can handle their shit without tweaking out. Not to brag. But, I don't want to be connected to those old energies anymore. So I recently went through and cleared a lot of people, like blocked them so they can't see what I'm up to and stuff. And right after I do that, I hear about my neighbor who I used to allegedly smoke hard with, shoot this guy. And like in this dream the other night, I got fucking gunned down by like 4 people that I knew. And like I just, the fear is unreal. Like I feel that I need to get a firearm to protect myself, like, and the people that I love, about, because you never know.
Yeah. And especially when shit, like I've had shit happen very close to home like that myself, friends, family, and when it happens so close to home like that, it hits you in such a different way. It's
Yeah.
so fucking jarring. It's like holy shit. Like, and I have a similar experience, and I won't go into detail to protect other family members and their feelings, if they might not want me to speak about it. But somebody that I knew, committed homicide with an AK-47, and it was on their mother. They gunned their mother down, and then they shot themselves. And that person had invited us to a party a few days before that, and a part of me can't help but think if we had gone, we would have been there. We would have been part of the massacre. You know what I mean? And it hit me, and like that's when I found out that, because when I first heard about the news, I didn't know that he had sent a message to someone else a few days beforehand asking us to come to a party. And then I found out after the fact, after the massacre, that we were supposed to be there, and I was like, holy shit, like that fucking hit me so hard. So yeah, I definitely feel you.
And I just want to put it out there to, if he ever ends up watching this, or the family, like, I mean, absolutely no disrespect. This is my own personal fear, and it's just my reality. And I mean, absolutely no disrespect to anybody. Nothing but love to everyone.
Oh, absolutely no, man. You can't apologize for your feelings. You know what I mean? You shouldn't, or you shouldn't have to, is what I should say. You shouldn't have to apologize for feeling a certain way, especially not like a PTSD or a fucking having night terrors. That's something you can't fucking control. You know what I mean? That's just something that, you know, it hits you, and you know, but using this, that's the best way to get it out. That's your therapy. That's your fucking, you know, outlet, you know. And that's what I say every fucking time, is like, this is what that's for. You know what I mean? And so I'm so happy that I'm able to give you and so many other people such an outlet. And I mean myself too, you know, I mean, I come on here and like when I'm spilling my shit to you guys, like even when I'm just talking or when I'm reading my, like I'm giving you pieces of my soul. Like it is literally everything. You know what I mean? I'm so happy that I'm able to have an outlet and give you guys an outlet.
It is very much so appreciated. I am extremely grateful, because this has really been fucking me up, man.
I feel you, man. Well, on the
fucking
wish
nothing but the best for everybody involved, all parties. You know, like nothing but love. Like it's a hard world we live in.
Hey, on the tag for this week, I wrote, "Come join our weekly therapy session, y'all." So yeah, this is a weekly therapy session, man. This is what this shit's all about. So thank you for being able to share that with us, and coming and having this conversation with us.
That's crazy.
And thank you, Brandon, for being part of the conversation.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon.
I'm so happy we have a good mic setup where you can hear him. So from now on, I'm hoping that he's got some stories to tell himself. And I've always said that, like, you know, he does draw, he does write a little bit, but you know, he'll shrug his shoulders at that, but he'll sit here and doodle, and I'll look over and be like, holy shit, dude, that's crazy. Right. But like, most of all, this kid does have some stories to tell, and I've been wanting to get him on here for a while. So look forward to more of seeing
I
this
believe
guy.
in you, bro. Like all the work that you already put into the show and producing and shit, like you're a hard worker, and I would love to hear it. Like I believe in you, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he does some good work, and he like, bro, I sent him the information he needed at like noon today. He had it back to me by like 12:31, like everything written up, fucking ready to go. I was like, all right, fucking let's go, man. So yeah, dude, shout out to the man Brandon. So it's like 9:20. Caleb said he'll probably pop in around 9:30. So I guess I have a piece that I will share with you guys. And this is called "To Be Better," and the title kind of says it all. It's about being better, and kind of like Messiah was talking about at the beginning, is, you know, kind of learning from the past and knowing that we can be better, and that and like I was saying at the beginning, like what's in the past is so much less important than what's in front of you. So that's kind of the basis of this one. And yeah, to be better. Lately, he feels like his feelings are constantly stomped in the dirt because he doesn't feel heard. He screams because he doesn't know how to express it at first, and he speaks to the walls with his fist because he doesn't have words. All they hear is him cursing and going berserk, but inside he's beginning to question his worth. Yeah, he's dying inside, but he's trying to hide what goes on in his mind, and he's trying so hard to keep hold of his pride. So when he's alone and the feeling is right, he picks up a pen and he writes down a line. Then he gets stuck and just stares at the time, wasting his life while the hours tick by, wondering why he is stuck in one place and he can't seem to break himself free of this bind. But lately, he thinks that this may be a sign. He's beginning to think that he can't even write. He's ashamed of himself, but he can't ask for help because everyone else might be able to tell that he's going through hell. Then he might have to come out of his shell. Then he might have to admit he's not well, and he knows it's more easy to yell till he loses his voice and then blame someone else, but he's really been trying to stop lashing out, so he closes his mind and he locks up his heart in his cell. And nobody knows his emotions are closed when he gets in that zone. Nobody knows that he shut them all out so he can't be exposed. Nobody knows there's a place that he goes where there is no light and it's bitter and cold. A place he can hide is the deepest of holes. Nobody knows that his soul has been sold to the darkness within, though it's right there at the heart of his sin and it bleeds from the tip of his pen. So it's hard to pretend that there's light in his head, because every smile he fakes makes it harder to grin. And every fight with his darkness makes him sure to win. He hates being awake, but at nighttime is when the demons come out because he can't keep them in. They beat in his heart and they scratch at his skin. They tear him apart until he just gives in, does whatever they want, and then starts the self-hatred all over again. And that is the reason he can't ever sleep, because he's scared of the things he might see in his dreams. He's scared his subconscious might replay the scenes of him hurting the people he loves with his deeds. So he tosses and turns in his bed, thinking of things that he shouldn't have said, wondering if he could have just taken a breath. If he could have sat down and just counted to 10. If he could have held on to his temper instead of giving in to the hate and the anger again. It's a fight to be better, and he's trying to win, but he's seen lesser battles destroy bigger men, and he doesn't want to be better than them. He just wants to be better than the person who picked up this pen. And that is that piece. To be better.
That was absolutely fucking amazing. There were so many things in that just caught my attention, like hardcore, like hitting the wall because he doesn't have the words, like not the bind in the mind, like there was just so much there that fucking resonated, and the people that you've hurt with your deeds, like
I'm telling you, that was a hard piece to write, bro. That was like probably,
but you have to close off the emotions, like you were saying. Like
it's one of that is literally one of the most like vulnerable pieces that I've written, and has some of the most vulnerable lines that are like this is my real everyday fucking life. Like I'm like, I look great on camera or in my fucking raps or whatever the fuck, but like in reality, like I am struggling. I hurt people. I make mistakes. I fuck up, and sometimes I don't have the fucking words for it, so I just fucking punch something. And you know what I mean? Like, that was such a vulnerable song for me in so many fucking ways. But like,
I appreciate that, man. Like, I accept and understand that. Like, that was so powerful. So many things. Like, I don't even know how to express it. Like, wasting the time watching the clock tick by, like fucking thinking about all the things you've done, and like
just
the fake smiles, and it makes it worse. And you can't let anybody know. Like oh, I'm thinking about, like, because I struggle with some serious like thoughts about like homicide, like ideation. Like I have a problem with like wanting to get rid of these people that hurt people, and sometimes like I just want to hurt people because I'm pissed off, you know, and that's not right. And then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking that. That's not cool. There's no reason to be thinking this. And then I'm like, no, I'm perfectly fine over here. Like, and I feel embarrassed and ashamed, and fucking to hear that was like a reflection. Like that meant so much to me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And you've beaten bigger men, but you're not trying to be better than them. Just trying to be better than the one
See,
who
no, it's
picked up
not
the
even
pen. Like that was
literally. I've seen it. I've seen it destroy much better and bigger men than me, and I'm not trying to. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be better than them. I'm just trying to be better than myself. Better
only
than
in competition with you.
part of this, and that's why what I mean with the therapy too is like each time I pick up the pen, I want to have worked something out, even if it's not like I don't let go of the feeling, but like I'm working through something. You know what I mean? And every time I pick up the pen, I want it to make me a slightly better version of myself than I was before. And I want every rap. So a lot of my raps and a lot of my poems sound similar, and I talk about a lot of the same things, but they're reiterations of the same thing sometimes, but it's because like each time I want it to be a better iteration because I'm slowly getting stronger and building, not only mastering my craft but mastering my ability to contain these emotions and use them productively and use them as fuel. And I think that my like music like shows that as I
have a great quote for you that I think you'll like. A man never walks through the same river twice, for he is never the same man, and it is never the same river.
I think I've actually fucking heard that.
I think I've heard that too.
Yeah. No, that is a good one, because and that's kind of like fits into literally like time is a river, because it's always flowing, and you're never the same. I mean, even your skin cells die and regenerate all the fucking time. You are not the same person you were a week ago or a day ago, mentally.
And in
physically.
every 7 years, we literally are a whole new person. All our cells at that point have regenerated and reformed.
Yeah, I used to have a joke with my mom where I call myself a clone. I'm like, I'm like the third Dylan, you know. I'm like,
and it's kind of true.
At this point, I'm like the third Dylan 3.0, you know. Oh yeah. Well, thank you so much for your feedback. Yo, Brendan, did you have any feedback while we have you on, bro?
Oh, as you know, man, like that represents like a lot of how I feel too. Like I'm a very angry person, but not so much anymore. I've kind of laid back a lot and like figured out how to maintain that anger. But there's still some there always. And I have to overcome drug addiction. And it's been how long now? 8 years now.
Congratulations, bro.
It's actually 8 years. It'll be 8 years. I was 21 when I stopped, but I was very young when I started. And I got hooked onto a lot of that stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Whoa.
It's been a journey, and he like explains a lot of like I see a lot of myself in him too. Like
he's like not only the reason, like I didn't just pick him to be my producer because he's one of my best friends. Like I picked him to be my producer because like he has been through a lot of the same shit as me, and he before we even started the show, he understood the show on such a fundamental level. Like it's the first time I explained it to him, he understood like the whole concept of the show. He got it. He got what I was trying to do, and like he really fucking appreciated it, and just like
and it's like it's an honor to be here too, to sit here and listen to everybody, and like it is kind of fun to be like kind of quiet in the background sometimes and just listen, because like that's how I get my like therapy too, is by listening to you guys out there. Like, and
it's just lonely, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
it's such a good time. So
I mean, that's what it's for too. Is like literally like I've been able to not only take you on this journey and with me, and like we've been able to build each other up, and like you know have therapy each week for just you and me. So I was like, yo, don't like we'll be after the show. I'll shut the camera off and be like, yo, don't you feel so much better than you did when this shit started? And like I've not only been able to do that, but I've also been able to show you like, and I've seen so much that I wouldn't have before if I hadn't done this. And literally, I couldn't have done this without this kid. I couldn't, and none of us could have done it without the struggles we've been through and shit. Like, so
Well,
it's
thank
literally like a
Thank
chain
you both for being
reaction.
the beautiful people that you are and being vulnerable and sharing this. Like, it struck my heart, and I feel a lot better.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you. So it's about 9:30 now. While we're waiting for Caleb, do you want to do your second piece, or did you have like a?
I got plenty of material I can sub in until Caleb gets here. I gotta wait for that boy to show him this shit.
All right, man. All right. Well, whatever you got for us. What do you just give us a title and we'll pop it up for you.
All right. Ooh.
So many choices.
Yeah, no, I got like 25 completed poetry pieces. I got like 12 singing songs and then 12 raps.
Fucking man, hit us with whatever, bro.
All right. This one is called God's Image. In God's Image.
In God's image. All right, bro. Draw myself back.
Man is made in God's image, and monsters are made in man's image. An image that depicts man separated from the responsibility of our collective actions. We are all responsible for the suffering of our fellow man and for the suffering within. We choose fear over love with every waking action, and every time we fail to take action. With every blind eye, we turn to the truth. And that truth is that we are not man, yet we inhabit this body. We are not animals, yet succumb to baser instinct. We are not even ourselves. There is no I. There is only we. There is only what is. And what there is a cosmic dance of energy, the universe forever expanding and growing, entertaining itself in its spare time, waiting on the infinite to deliver unto itself whatever lies beyond mortal limitations and this reality's boundaries. There is no I. The mere concept is selfish, limiting, destructive, and distracting from this collaborative performance set upon the stage in this, the third dimension. A show performed by performers, disassociated from the truth of our unified identity. The real show lies behind the curtain, where the performers are tirelessly practicing to perfection time and time again, and when we, the performers, are called to the stage for one last bow out before our next show. All that is unseen, the practice put in over multiple lifetimes when no one is watching. All the work that goes into putting together such a marvelous masterpiece. It's an exhausting and daunting task, hard work masked with perfectly executed performance. Magic and monsters brought to life before our very eyes as we watch the crowd react in awe and sometimes in horror, and from their eyes we catch the show. Our characters reflected through their eyes as truth and lies of our character come to fruition during this performance. But it is important to always remember at the end of the day, it is only a show. And it's up to us to decide whether it's entertaining and to do our best to ensure that we're at a good time. So please stand with me in line and take a bow. Let go your earthly tether, free your mind some way, somehow.
Damn, bro. I fucking like that. And I like how it was like a kind of like a nod to artists. And like, I was reminded of a piece that I wrote, like, that's kind of like, it's kind of like the need that I was struck at one point by how we as artists need to be like so meticulously perfect in what we do and what we put out there. And that, like, if we're not only will we lose confidence in ourselves, but everybody else will lose confidence in us as well. And you know what I mean? And like, I feel like you said it much better than me. I'll show you the piece here in a minute, but I definitely got that same like, and I love that like you said, like, and Brandon said, that scenery, man. He's always able to just like paint such a vivid picture in your mind. That scenery of the performers on stage just before they take a bow, and just like that is nuts. When did you write that piece?
Not too long ago, actually. I reworked it on the 29th, and I think I finished it maybe the 26th. So like I finished it, and then I did a little like the verbiage, like messed with it a little bit. That's where my date is saying, so I'm taking off 3 days.
Okay, so yeah, so it's like a recent thing. That's actually crazy, dude. That was really fucking impressive. That was really impressive. And like, just literally, like, I love how you're always able to like give a message in your shit. You know what I mean? It's not only a personal therapy for you and just like, a way to get your own thoughts and feelings out, but it's like, it's a message to the masses. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's your way of giving back.
And it's definitely a more recent development as well, because like it definitely was a little bit more, egotistical, a little more inwardly driven. But I realized that like, when someone said that it's selfish not to share our art, because it's not really for us, like to keep it all hold up is kind of silly, and I want to reach people. I want to share this moment and what it is that I see, with people, and maybe we'll share some perspectives. Maybe there'll be difference, and then you can share that perspective with me, and I can hear a new perspective, and then I can build off that. And
exactly. We're putting the energy out into the world, and we're getting it back. And like you were saying, with great power comes great responsibility. We have the power as artists, we have the responsibility to use that to fix our corner of the world. You know what I mean? But there's always that pressure as an artist for it to be flawless, for it to be perfect, for it to be the most amazing thing every fucking time, because it has to be. Or we'll feel fulfilled as artists.
Hard work masked with perfectly executed performance.
Hell yeah. And guess who we got popping in the stream now, finally?
Yeah.
We're gonna drop you homeboys out of here, and y'all already know him, Cage C. Y'all can go follow him on Facebook at Caleb Cooksey or on TikTok at Cage C790. Y'all already know what it is. Let's play his flyer and get him up here.
This is just a tour of the way my brain works. Like shattered glass enhanced to project holograms, to see myself third person in 3 versions instead of reflect internal monologue and confused anagrams that stand tall against a wall you probably couldn't comprehend. I'm a fan of my own demise, like contortion rises, then commotion waved in like the ocean causing riptides that suck me in. This mad rush of adrenaline talking in riddles, forcing static in my ear through a sneer. I'm not nice. I rise to lies for some conversations like manipulation. I enjoy to force tears to the eyes, and when people die, you'd see me laughing in disguise. Another one. To fantasize is to bring alive. I strive to create but patiently wait to a rhyme and lost thought bubbles to rise so I can feel in control to the motion that blisters like fire. Is my desire for satire or liars whose words never tire. They conspire with needles that red milligrams full of toxins to admire. I sit where the next willow stands with knife-engraved markings to make room for the mistakes I've shoved in the dirt and forgot, but it lurks like venom coursing through wounds from a snake bite, and I always feel I might die soon. Depression's impression forced a lesson I can't take back, so I learned it from taking skin back like red ribbons. If you listen, you'd know I wrestle sleepless nights with a champion's belt. I contemplate my fears but don't confront them. I think about how I could die tonight, but I see my children and steer clear of the fights. Shit. I have a fear of the frights, talking large, sick of using the might. Psych! I laugh at the sight, the thoughts hung up like a kite. These words that I write, hate spears and clamps, these lures in tight. This pure insight, but behold the future climb bright. My future sealed like a devious critter that's bitter. You didn't ask why, but because his brain bleeds a liter per litter. A meter per hour tethered on malice. How has he stood so long through the battles he's lost? Rattle the earth per step like it's just a broken ladder. He sings fangs like a devilish adder. If you're the enemy, then the amount of venom doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? Hold on, I'm getting a bottle for my kids really fast.
You're good, bro. You're good. We get you. We get you. Yo, your flow. For everybody who doesn't know you, this kid's flow is fucking crazy. I can't. I fucking like. I love every time I have him up here. Like he's been on what, Brandon? Like 5, 6 times now.
Am I,
He's just like a show favorite, bro. And you always on here giving that dad energy. You making all the mommies sweaty, bro. You
uh,
dad energy.
damn straight. Can't have it any other way.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Fucking family's important. I feel
Okay,
you.
okay. I think I'm good.
All right.
What's up, Dylan?
What's up, man? How you been doing?
I've been, look, you know what? One foot in front of the other, like I always say. Figure it out.
Yo, so you didn't catch it because you didn't miss the beginning of the show, but you listen to Jelly Roll, right?
Of course I listen to Jelly Roll.
He recently won the award for Best New Artist of the Year, and he said something that like really hit me. He said the rearview mirror is smaller than the window for a reason. Than the windshield. Thank you. I'm fucking sure. The rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason because what's in front of you is way more important than what's behind you. Like, so yeah, dude. Just like I said, and like you said, just keep moving forward. Like you got to look forward. What's behind you? The only reason you should worry about what's behind you is to help it make you stronger. You know.
If you live in the past, then you can't be in the present. If you live in the future, then you better have good dreams.
Yeah, dude. All right, bro. Let's get into it. What's the first piece you got for us?
I don't know which one I want to do first. Let's do Shooting Star.
All right, word.
Tripping and Stumbling is what it's actually called. I've just recently renamed it.
Triple and stuff. You want? I'll change the title right now. I don't care.
Tripping and stumbling on my own 2 feet again. Seemingly a straight line hasn't been cleared, and not fear salted tears. Endless walking nights, you haven't seen the path I've cleared. I read your condescending quotations, and you lack empathy if you feel credited to misfortune. Then I'm an empath on relapse, relaxed to mishaps and cold facts. To recap, I drink tear-salted waters to rear back up and smile. For when frowns make up for miles, I'll be walking golden tiles. I'll turn that shit-ass emotion upside down, turn cheeks till it's my ass you're kissing now. And when I'm on top, you best believe the question I'll be asking is what now? Take your dreams and place it in your town. You see mine to be that face placed in your sound. Ears tuned in all around. Here, emotion backed up but frozen. That context, but these details are still chosen. I rose up hard and hit the ground running. Ridiculous achievements, but dream far or go home. I just chose to pursue far like a shooting star. I'll cross boundaries briefly, and maybe one day you'll see me. Read lyrics and feel me. And while you're tripping and stumbling, you could find me on my own 2 feet again, walking a straight ass line because I believed in me. I took it to the heart, and these words are coming with me through these galaxies. The gallery of memory, endlessly passing, it never stops indirectly. Just fall for resentments like comments, it's common. I just write it like poetry with symbolism stacked with passion. If you can't understand, then understand you need to go back and learn the lesson. I could have a million confessions and I could write them all down, but who would read them if my eyes are the only thing that can see the fucking picture? Why write it out anyways? So I could feel tomorrow would bring better days. The hope I contain fades away with a dark heart that's left a hard mark. The best thing you could do is forget me at the start. A hard restart. Press the red button because curiosity is our reward. In my head, memories told pistols that shot curious missiles launched to kill serious mentals. Would the explosion be fatal? Because that's the riddle. Whether life is worth being physical, worth containment, the hearth of fire of red labels God created, is it really worth the Bible? If God's written words have not been deciphered, you could rifle through my brain and you'd see headshots where I prayed, so don't question me. These words are not supposed to be brave. I just crave the answer and faith hasn't showed me. So I just sit tased in amazement while bored in containment, spewing irradiated energy of false positions you've probably seen and missed. Like most of your shots verbally aimed at my head, you can't hurt bad mental with words. The way I see it, it best be backed up with verbs. Come at me and I guarantee it'll be my ass that have you kissing the concrete. Cause my reason for being shit, to cease all the living and halt all the breathing. To cease all the living and halt all the breathing. The silence I'm freeing is peace for a reason. Come close and hear the beat of a drum magazine into the people of peace for a reason. I'm a beast of the season, just tripping and stumbling to feed for this hunger I'm rumbling.
God damn! Holy fuck, bro! Yo, that
Ah,
was on
I came in ready, bro.
on a lyrical level, that was a fucking masterpiece, dude. Like like
Appreciate you.
I'm so amazed by the way you fucking put words together and flows, and you know how long you're able to go with just literally fucking without taking a breath, dude. Just that, but that was lyrically insanity. I couldn't even keep up with it. There'd be a line that I'd be like, "Holy shit!" and then you fucking like one right after the fucking other, like the
Bot, bro.
your wordplay and yo. Wow, I clicked myself out of the fucking stream. Yo, your wordplay and how you fucking like put shit together, like it was like that was a lyrical masterpiece. I know most of your shit is a lyrical masterpiece, but that one fucking took the cake, bro. Like you were on
I
some
appreciate
fucking
it. I think
shit
I've
for
already
that.
done. I think I've already done that one on your show, but it wasn't finished. I think it was like the very first piece that I ever did.
Oh, really? Okay,
I think so.
I'm gonna have to go back. You've been on the show for a while. Like you were on our fucking like our second show that we ever did or whatever, which was like
Good times. Good times.
hell yeah, dude.
And now
Hell
look at you, bro. Now look at you.
yeah, dude. Yo, check this out. So I'm gonna bring these other homeboys up, and so we just
What's
got
good?
Messiah as an artist, but
Hey,
we got a
dude. Hey,
new mic
what's
set up,
up?
so y'all can finally hear
Dude.
Brandon now.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Dude, that shit
Goddamn.
was nuts, man. Like there was so much to digest there. Like I would have to have like a hard copy of what you got in front of you, like in order to be able, like when you said that thing about the turning so much that you're kissing my cheek and the fucking
Bro, I swear to God, turn that shit ass emotion upside down. I swear to God. I swear to God.
you're a lyrical genius, bro. Like what else can I say more than
No,
that?
no,
Like
bro. I
there's so
appreciate you.
I need a fucking magnifying glass, a metal detector, a fucking dictionary, and a thesaurus to pick through that shit and decipher it. What the fuck is going on there? Oh god damn, bro, that shit
like
was
we're under
Oh.
attack. Like shit, my bro.
Dude. Oh, yeah, I was feeling it. I'm feeling it. I was like tired when I got here. I hopped on the show and I had this big burst of energy. And I'm like, dude, I'm just going to fucking nail it. Why not? Because I was going to come in all lazy.
Yo, you like me up, bro? Hell yeah, yo. Like on one hand, I'm like, yo, fuck, that puts my lyrical shit to shame. Like anything I got to share tonight, it just puts it to shame. But on the other hand, it like gives me like a boost of energy. Like, yo, fucking
Do it.
hypes me
Do
up
it.
too.
Confidence.
Hell yeah,
Confidence is
bro.
a virtue. Throw it out.
So when did you okay? So you said that you wrote that like way back when, but when did you finish it?
When did I finish it? Oh, dude, like soon after that first show, I was like, man, I didn't like how that sounded. And I'm like, I'm going to just make that shit better. And I did. And then I forgot about it. And I wanted to do it on the last time I was on, but forgot about it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yo, I got something special for you tonight. I don't think you've heard it before. I did it on the show last week, and it was a little lower production than I would have wanted. So I'm gonna do it again this week, and I'm hoping you like it because I don't think I did it on my first ever show before you ever came on. So I don't think you've actually ever heard this song. So I'm
Bet.
happy. I'm anxious for you to hear it. But we're gonna let Messiah get to his next piece first because he's been waiting to show you some shit. He literally waited.
Yeah.
We did fucking like my piece and then another one of his piece just to fill in the time waiting for you to come back.
Yeah, man, I wanted to share this rap shit with you, so I've been saving it.
Yeah, what's this one called?
It's called OSG.
All right, let's get it.
Gotta wait for the drop. Yeah, Practice makes perfect, so every day I'm working, driving beats, got my license, fuck a learner's permit, swerving, hit my apex, drifting and I turn it, flip it then reverse it, flowing like Tai Chi, move it like Bruce Lee, everyday consistency, raise my vibration, my energy, put the work in when no one's watching, no one sees, I'm what you call an OSG. What's that mean? It means an original spiritual gangster, not a gangbanger, just a man who likes a little danger, shooting my shot in the game like a ranger, got a little bit of anger, pant up, need to spit up, giddy up, buttercup, let's go, break bad, break it down, get spiritual, got my crystals, I'm like Jesse in El Camino, getting buckets, chicken dinners, like Gustavo, call me Fring while I do my thing, cause it ain't thing but a chicken wing. I'm cold spitting ice the way I slang. International rap ring, raps Heisenberg, I'm a king. Pin, I'm slinging rhymes for me, letting no need to compete with me. You want war, I'm waging. You want beef, I'm bracing. Want to play, I'm playing. Just know I'm also winning. A man deserving of the W. Make it two, cause I'm double what you sound clappers do. Do double what you do. I'm a man who knows what he came to do. Come to get a crowd, jump and bring the boom. Here it comes like Dr. Doom. I'm fantastic. For a guy that at times cold like a stone, like a hockey puck, I slide, stretch truth into lies until it's invisible. Incredible how I survive half the shit in my life, dash to the finish line, violet colors in my mind as I open my third eye, brain divides, ego cracks, babbling like a baby Jack, conductor of the crazy train. I'm on track like a bullet. I'm gonna go fast, so fast won't crash. Special agent Ladybug, got a lot of luck like Brad. Simple snatch and grab my ass. First degree murder, assault and battery. Battering of beats, assembly of metaphors and similes, producing, making rhymes like a factory. I am a king, rap royalty, a boy from poverty, sees my opportunity, never will my will be seized by the evil within, the little devil inside of me. Sip the whiskey, got the power of love like little Nicky, wicked like Vicky, smoking sticky icky, but it doesn't hit me like the crystal pretty. Still I'm not picky, like to partake, but I'm not a fiend. I'll smoke weed, drop acid, smoke ice casually, put things, pick them up, put them down when I need. No needles, safety precautions, trees. I'll show respect to myself and you should too. I'm an OSG, won't OD. Anybody who knows me knows I'm tough as nails. I'm doing G double OD. That's good. I'm doing good.
Fuck yeah, we got an original spiritual gangster in the house.
Yeah, what's that
Ain't
mean, OSG?
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. Ain't no
Cold spitting ice the way I slang.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, that shit was fire, bro. That was off the hook. Y'all are putting me lyrically to fucking shame tonight. To shame.
All right, bro.
So much so that while you were rapping, I was like, yo, I gotta pull something up. I gotta find one of my most lyrical fucking shit that I can find and fucking pull it up.
Hey, dude, you got that energy. You brought that energy in, bro. That was sick. I didn't I look at you. I didn't expect that to come out of your mouth like that. Like, I'll be totally honest, man. That was nice, bro. You had them fucking those references, bro. On point. That was nice. That was nice.
Fantastic. The Marvel references. The fantastic.
Yeah, I'm fantastic for a guy, hot-headed at times, cold like a stone.
Yo, I got some Marvel bars for you. Yo, Caleb. I'm about to spit one of your favorite songs or whatever because he reminded me of fucking my Marvel bars, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this shit too.
Oh, dude. Yo, yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about, bro. That shit was
so much. And yo, like, that's what I love about him rapping is it's so much different than his poetry. Like his poetry is like it can be like Dr. Seuss or it can be like slow and down to earth or whatever. But then he gets on here with the rap and like his voice just changes. Like he sounds like fucking like white Lil Wayne mixed with like little old Kanye and Eminem. Like it's just like it's crazy. Like
bro, you spoke that like you spoke it like you owned it, bro. Like then that was so good. And after when I last heard you, you did that nice little poetry bit, bro. And that was also fantastic. Okay, and then so you come out here with this energy that I've never fucking seen before, and I've already seen you once. Okay, so it's like a whole different perspective.
Thank you, bro. And I'm so glad I could hold out and share with you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yo, like I said, y'all are killing it. Yo, Brandon.
That was good shit.
No, I was just gonna say that was sick. It was wicked though. Like fucking blew my mind there, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, yo, you guys are coming on here spitting some fire, yo. All right, I'm gonna try to fucking keep up pace with you real quick. See if I can even come close to the bar. This one's called Brick Walls and Pitfalls. I try to pick up the pen and pretend I'm an artist, but I just stick to the trend of not getting started. This brick wall in my head has become a new constant. I feel sick I'm in bed using these meds trying to find a new process, because trying to process my losses and all of this constant nonsense is making me feel like my conscience is lost in the darkness. The mosses and skeletons deep in my closet spin me in circles. They're making me nauseous. I'm at war with my demons. They're taking me hostage. They torture my feelings. They're making me watch it. My terror attacks and my heart is a target. And now suddenly I am back where I started, back on a bender till I fall on the carpet, back on the battlefield, putting shots back from my dearly departed. And during the day, you can look at my face and tell that I'm empty and hollow. But look at the page and look at the bottle, because I always say that I'll try tomorrow. So the bruises erased and the words they were swallowed, then puked on the ground, the iron face down while I lay here and drown in my sorrow. And I don't know why every verse that I write starts with me trying to survive in my mind. It ends with me crying, passing out, puking, or dying. I've got everyone gasping and sighing, like, why can't you write something happy? Write about goals that you have and write about making them happen. Write us some scenes where you're laughing. Why do you always fall back into this gloom that you say that you're trapped in? I told him I'm glued to the blackness, like a symbiote suit we're attracted. I'm all for the doom, it's fantastic, but you should marvel the way that I mask it in public like Superman's glasses, because I'm the comic relief for the masses, but my origin story is tragic, because I was told to always hold back and hold on to the rage and the sadness. I was told that I had to be passive, so when I get mad, it's making my ego get massive. I'm turning green, breaking free from the evil and smashing the walls I put up in my head to their ashes. Now I can finally master this passion, because see, this is the scene you were asking to see. This is the scene where I'm laughing. This is the scene that'll be the most graphic. No treaty of peace, you can see me almost ready to snap in your tweak, and you see me about to go savage on the demons and doubters and naggers, because that's how I see my way out of the deep shadow of doubt from my past, when it falls on me like a shroud and my world gets darker than I imagined it would be, when everything around me blackens and it feels like I walk down the path that's surrounded by trees with the reaper peeks at me from between the saplings, but there ain't no route around it. That's the street I stand my ground in. It's the only place my feet feel grounded. What I mean is being proud to be myself is the only way I'll be able to get through this hell and leave my enemies all astounded. And that is Brick Walls and Pitfalls, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, that's fucking
y'all think?
clobbering time tonight, dude.
Bro, that is by far my favorite piece. Bro, I swear to God. Dude,
I
that
love
was
the flow switches, fucking like talking about that, making this happen, talking about the things you have, like that. Oh man,
he said
that
like a
Marvel shit was
symbiote on
spot
the
on,
crack.
dude.
He said, God.
That's one of, honestly, bro.
Oh.
Like I'm like as a fucking like geek, as like a fan of Marvel or whatever. Whenever I spit those lines myself, I geek out. Like I'm talking about the fucking like literally like I'm such a geek.
You
Like,
had that.
like it's one of my favorite lines I've ever written. Like, and it really does relate to, and I use a lot of earlier I was talking about great power comes great responsibility. I use a lot of Marvel and superhero references when I talk and in my stuff, because these stories represent real concepts, and the blackness, he bonded to Peter Parker so well. The symbiote bonded to Peter Parker so well because he saw that darkness inside him, and he knew that there was potential for abuse of power, and like that. That's literally how I feel with my inner demons. Is they're powerful. I use them to create this art and shit, but it's also like it's
Put it in the trunk every once in a while.
I would say, bro. In order to work with demons, you gotta make sacrifices.
I told him I'm glued to the blackness. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just
Dude, that shit was so good. It's
symbiotic. One can't live without the other, And
it's so clean. That whole verse that you had there is so clean. The whole song was just clean, nice. It was crisp, and it had a beginning, middle, and end that was understandable. Bro, you started going off about this origin story, bro. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was awesome, dude. That shit was.
And it was all like I was trying to fit in the Marvel bars. It was obvious that I was like doing it on purpose, but I didn't want to force it. You know what I mean? I wanted them to be metaphors that actually related to my own life. You know what I mean?
You did. You came in with it clean.
And that's what reminded me is of your verse or whatever, where you're talking about Fantastic Four and Dr. Doom, where I'm like, I'm all for the Doom. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Yeah, I like fucking. You definitely fucking inspired me and fucking like lit a fire up under my ass.
You brought it, dude. You did exactly what you said you wanted to do.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you guys for fucking supporting me and fucking hyping me up, dude. That's dope. Hell yeah, bro.
No, that was a gang song. I do
Ooh,
heart.
I have it stuck in my head, bro. That was good. That was so good.
Yeah, I'm not affiliated. I swear.
It's the Heart Gang. Let them cancel us.
I'm just a spiritual gangster. I don't do none of that real gang banging.
Yeah. Yo, we got the fucking OG spiritual gangster.
Oh,
You should. That should be fucking one of your rap names. Fucking, you got Messiah, the Psy guy,
Everybody
and
feel
OSG.
Man, tonight's clobbering time for real though. Like fucking solid shit tonight.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Dude switched up without a problem.
Fuck yeah. Yo, so Caleb, that brings us back to you, my man. What you got for us? Can you hear me?
Oh, am I going again?
Oh yeah.
Huh? Oh, bro. Okay, I got a new piece. This one ain't gonna be so hype like the last one was. Okay, I just now wrote this. It's like a 2-minute song, and it's like there's a lot in it. It's called Stories. Okay, and if you really pay attention, I'm telling you a full drawn out story of how my life has just felt and how it has been.
Dude, hell yeah. Let's get it. Story.
What a false way to cope. I'm just taking for advantage, a false way to bring whatever hope is still contained. I have a lame drain. My water doesn't go down the same way, like air to a plug. It fills and drowns per inch of pain slain. I'm to my neck starting to feel like I'm swimming in razor blades. Luckily, I can swim to evade the dark void, but it overfills my bathroom to an ocean, so I could spawn monsters to fight this damn strain. Because what's a story if there isn't any principles? There isn't any lore if you can't handle the problems, like you're invincible. There isn't any characters if you aren't involved in it. Trust me, I had to rewrite my story differently. So I'm not a passerby. I'm like King Arthur leading armies, so I won't let this water drown me. Whatever monster comes to surface to hurt me, you'll see me swinging like this life is seconds from jumping off a balcony. My alchemy consists of elements you don't mix together. I make fatal combinations. You'd be lucky if you leave the room without a battle, not hand to hand. This mentality you just don't understand. I stand incomplete with deviants attacking my mental, scraping apart my life like it's paper to pencil. Tape over the holes to my temple. I'm tired of hearing the heathens knocking over my castle. So long as I've got sand to walk on, I'll keep creating land to conquer. I don't give a damn about these fucking monsters. I'm a fan of seeing my own demise. Don't test for a second. I'll see the deception in your eyes and hear the snake bite in your voice. I'm used to the liars, so I'll play them like a toys. Excuse me. I'm used to losing my joy, feeling numb like an inactive bot. Responses are slow because my battery's shot. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. I got electricity spewing my thoughts, and excuse me if I stutter. My voice box started to rot. I've got a lot going on in my world. These oceans are getting hard to handle. All my resources and ammo fighting the stencils, fighting back because I'm still strong handling my last temple. Catch me on my knees, still swinging repeatedly, like victory is about to happen immediately. In my world, these fiends don't quit. It's an endless battle, clashing swords and shield. Glorious words for impending doom. It's imperfect, I'm learning. My defects are concerning, because I run wires like veins through my canyon of mourning. I don't pause for nobody. If you didn't catch the story, then get the fuck out of my temple. I need warriors willing to listen. These battles are hard. I'm strategizing for silence. I overrun with the vicious cycle. Just call me the Ouroboros. I'm a broken Taurus. My constellation means nothing. Hard-headed with horns. I'd rather just be the devil's goat, an advocate for speaking hell when I'm out of my mental.
Yo, fucking dude. Again, like one of my favorite things about you is you're like the words that you come up with that I would never even think of fucking rhyme. Never even like in a million fucking years. Like balcony, alchemy, and Ouroboros. Bro, like we were talking about that. We were talking about that shit last time you were on the show, I think.
The Ouroboros is my favorite symbol. It's infinity. The Ouroboros is infinity. It's a vicious cycle. The Ouroboros is a snake eating itself.
Yep, a snake eating its own tail, and it has no beginning and it has no end.
Exactly.
I love how like you identified with that, and like literally because you as an artist, your art form, it will have no end, and like you as an artist, like I can't even find the words to describe you. You fucking worded it way better than I fucking did, obviously, and you're fucking. But like
Oh,
we as artists are infinite, and it will live on forever, and it will fucking be a legacy. And like your words, bro, literally blow my fucking mind. You come on here and you like whether it's this hype shit or this fucking dark depressing shit or whatever, it's literally the most fucking complex, lyrical fucking like I said, I'd have to have a fucking magnifier glass, fucking thesaurus, and fucking there like to pick through it and find all, because it's not just the words. You put so many different emotions into one, and like picking through it.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to listen to it, it's just insane every time you come on, bro.
I just want to say this because I caught that part in the song where you said, if you didn't hear my story and I'm looking for warriors to read it or whatever, like, if you'd be comfortable sharing your pieces in the art, the group chat that we have of the Horsemen, I would definitely be willing to, because there's a lot to digest there. You just have such complex words and things that are put together that it's hard to digest all in one. But I totally want to. I am a warrior too. I would love to pay you that respect and go through it and really analyze it. And like when you said about comparing things to like putting a drain on the drainage, and swimming in the ocean, and then having sand to walk on, and your alchemy being a combination of elements that add to devastation or whatever. Like I was really trying to listen, man. I would really love to, dissect it more. Like,
yeah,
I was paying attention.
It's unfinished,
I see you, brother.
I want the lyrics for that for real. Like,
that shit, it's unfinished. That was that. Believe it or not, that was a singular verse that goes a minute, or however long that was. That's a singular verse. It's a 6-minute song. The beat that I used is 6 minutes.
Wow, that's like Dance with the Devil.
I swear to God. I already know.
Yo, so I just realized me and him will end up doing 3 pieces. So do you have a third piece? I want to give you the opportunity. If you have a third piece you want to share with us, go ahead and get it.
I will launch a third piece, bro. Don't even test me, bro. I'll start singing Unleashed, bro. It's
I know you will. That's why
I got that shit memorized.
If you guys would talk for like just a minute, I want to go grab my vape. It's been a minute since I had some nicotine, and I want to catch this. So like, for 1 minute.
Yo, so what is
Bet
it?
it up, bro. Bet it up.
You said you have this shit memorized?
Oh yeah, bro. I have it fucking down packed. It's called Unleashed.
When did you write it?
When did I write it? It was the first song I ever really wrote. Like, oh shit, what happened?
Oh no, you're good. You're still here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, cool. My shit did some weird shit. Yeah, no, I wrote this song is called Unleashed, bro, and I wrote this shit because I was mad as fuck at my my girlfriend at the time. All right, not the one I'm with now, but I was mad as fuck, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my rage out on the world. I'm gonna tell them what the fuck is up. All right, so I made this song Unleashed. Okay, and it's pretty long. I'm not gonna lie, it's a full song. All right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But it's so good. I mean, I think it's good, but I don't know what y'all
How
are.
old were you? You said it's like the first song you ever wrote. How old were you?
Oh God, hold on. I was one of the first songs I wrote. I was probably 16, 17.
Hell yeah, dude. So the song I'm doing tonight, I wrote it when I was 15 in fucking foster home and placement. And I wrote it to a beat that I never thought I was going to be able to use because it's nice and sweet. And I finally got the right to it, bro. It's an unexclusive contract, but I have the right to sell it and make profit off of it to a certain extent, which is a very large extent. It's like 1 million copies in everything. If I get to 1 million copies, I mean, my dreams will be fulfilled anyway. Like, goddamn, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Jesus.
I got the rights to the beat, and I'm so like literally it's the same thing. I have it memorized, and it's like one of those songs like carried me through the years, and I still fucking like it. So, hell yeah! All right, Unleashed. Let's get this shit.
Oh, I'm doing it right out the gate. I'm going now.
Hell yeah, it's going down.
Okay. All right, bet. Unleash the beast, release the feast. Go find your priest. At least pray before your beat. Before you take a knee, bow your head and say your piece. Pray to God, he holds the leash. I'll reach the peace. Chaos pursue the weak through the streets of beat. I breathe up, beast I be. Get the keys, unlock the chains, and cut the ropes. Hear this howl shackled down. The sound is pain that's found its way. Through this ain't a game it plays. Its voices say you reach the peak. The blood you leak from enemies, just soak it up and breathe in the amphetamines. Infest the scene. In fact, manifest your fangs. Sink the venom in their veins. Overpower their mistakes. Release the leech born to teach a beast to feed hunger endlessly. Its domain is bones and brains. If contained, don't look its way. It'll split your tongue and make you snake. See through fake, breathe flame, seize the beat and fire retreat. You watch your thoughts, they'll seep and wheeze. Catch a breath before you lay to rest on this nonsense in your conscience till confusion is just illusion. Plan illusions of body contortions. Your figure contorted like you're pre-aborted and snorted through a tube. You see I roar a plague that soars airborne through your jugular. Before these horns born from torn ligaments bore into your lungs and you find it hard to breathe. So hold your breath. The beast unleashed has come to feast. Severed heads and spoiled bloods. Fill the soil till it's mud. A poison grudge when I tell you it's a bite, not a nudge. You'll fall victim to a vicious paste. You see I hunt for game, I'll watch your body turn to waste. Your basic trash ain't worth the taste. I'll leave your body with no trace and jerk your head till you don't work. Till every twist becomes obedient to my every twist. Your name will blend to pieces and your title lost to the wind. So unleash the beast within my pen. See your world start to spin. See your spirit leaving through a portal on my welcome mat. Step inside this brain of mine and see the monsters out my mind just in time for you to find this endless hunger for this pet of mine. Treachery serve brilliantly. Work with me and find your body cut exclusively, complete with the neck turned vividly 180 degrees with gash wounds and fang prints the ground tinted from red to orange like old stains. You can obtain victorious without containing glorious. I walk through bullets you don't have to miss. I'll shred you down and make you mist. Must you have to test my grit? A simple spit that integrates the parasite. You lose your mind, I'll grind the dust and roll it up. I'll smoke your soul to combust a beast. Release the feast, unhook the leash, unpin the gate. Freeze your brain to his gaze. Read the signs you're dead today. Read the message I don't play. If you run, it's too late. If you hide, it's my pride. If we fight, cut me open, I come back twice. I cannot die on infamous. A trick I fib to pin your lip to mine. One last kiss of poison bliss before I leave you laid beside the earth. Listen to my voice's birth. Two eyes, but I open the third to see past the word vomit, strike down these comets and hit the earth. I wield hailfire, but conceal the chaos till I'm pissed off. But with the leash off on the beast, unleash so watch your feet. The ground you stand might break the sand. I'll pull you under to my pin and start the feast. I'm on offense to contend my position, so listen for my growl. And after words don't make a sound, interrupt, I'll tear you down. I'll find your voice and mute the sound.
Do you even like breathe, bro? Do you even breathe, bro? You have lungs. You have, are they in there? There isn't just like some like an empty fucking vacuum, like Patrick fucking in fucking hamburgers. Fucking one of my favorite things about that piece, bro, was like how your verses, like the structure of the verses was like very tight and in this rhyme he was like and then you have like you go off on these tangents just a second where the rhyme scheme would get way more complex and it would go way off the fucking radar and like and using like just longer and more complex words and then tighten it back up. But you're not sacrificing lyrical complexity at any point in the whole thing. It's amazing, dude. Fantastic,
dude. And that opening and that ending was so strong. Unleash the beast, find your priest, and prejudice with like that shit, and then pull you down to my pen, like through the sand, like.
Yeah, dude. I want that shit. Like I said, bro. I'm honestly gonna like just put the fucking audio of the show and just like clip out all the fucking songs and put them on a fucking playlist because like y'all is spitting some fire tonight, dude. Some straight fire.
Look, I do a fourth one. I'm fucking living tonight.
Yo, and I can also picture myself writing a fucking another verse for that. At some point,
Another verse.
I can get with that flow. At least the beat. Yeah, hell yeah.
Do it, bro. Do it. Fucking, you can make a beat go as long as you want. Shit, you can put sections inside of my section. Dude, the music I write is so open. It is so split apart in reality that you can add anything anywhere. Okay,
Literally, yeah.
like whenever I write, okay, since that very first song, okay, not that very first song, that one specifically. Okay, that was like actually my second, third, fourth, fifth, around there. Okay, but every single one of my music, okay, if you were to put them together in alphabetical order, it would make an epic.
Yeah, I was talking a little bit about that earlier. But I think it was before you showed up. It's all my songs or my poems or my stories. They're connected because they're all a part of me and they kind of tell like a story of me. But like each one of them is like a slow progression of who I'm becoming and who I've become. And like go back and listen to my older shit, even if it still resonates with me today, and I still feel the same way. Like you can see the progression and like, yeah, I feel the same way. I like to tell a story is my thing. And actually, what you were talking about before is how break your shit up and fit it in anywhere. I actually did that. We were writing a song together, and at one point, I wanted a new song for that week's show. So I was like, here's what I'll do. I'll take some verses what I was writing in our song, and I'll place it like Frankenstein, sew them up into this new song, and it's now called "I'm Tired." And that's super dope.
I'm tired of feeling so lost.
When Caleb gets on it, it becomes a whole new thing. And the way his verses will fit in between mine, it's just like, yo, I can't wait till we like get it together and y'all can actually do it. So, hell yeah, yo. And yo, shout out to fucking Shadow, Brendan Lawler. We missed him today. I did hit him up. I asked him what he was doing. He didn't get back to me, so he's probably busy with work or something like that. But you know, this is fucking vibe just like last time, guys. Sure. Y'all, shout out to the 4 Horsemen or the fucking
Ghost in the back.
and the ghost in the back.
Right. Wait, that would make him like God, like he sent us down, like he's monitoring us. The puppet master.
Like yeah, just fucking hell yeah, yo. Thank you guys so much for coming on again. I'm gonna fucking give y'all hopefully a better performance than last week with this song. With our new mic system and our new speaker system, it should be much clearer to hear both me and the beat. This is a beat that I bought from a producer called DJ Ray. Y'all can go check out his stuff on YouTube. Just type in DJ Ray, and he sells beats and contracts for beats on a website called airbit.com, I believe. So y'all make sure y'all go check him out because I found this guy when I was 12, 13 years old. And then I wrote this song when I was 15 and went looking for, or started to write the song and I went looking for a beat to kind of listen to go with it. And I found this beat by this guy and I've wanted it for the last, 22 now? I've wanted it for the last 7 years. And it's just a dream come true to finally have the rights to it. So without further ado, I'm going to get to it. This one is called Nothing Else to Say. Let me get a drink. All right, y'all hear me? Hear the beat okay? Nod your heads. All right, cool. Word. They ask me if I'm happy, and I tell them I'm okay. I tell them that because there's really nothing else to say. Should I tell them how my world just got turned upside down, or how I reached the greater heights than just fall and hit the ground? Should I tell them I'm a psycho, or tell them I'm just nuts? Cause every time I get the ball, I fumble like a klutz. Should I tell them I'm a failure, or tell them I'm fucked up? Cause the only kind of peace I find at the bottom of a cup. Should I blame my ADD, or maybe my bipolar, or the soul that turns to stone as my heart is getting colder? But there's no need to say it, they can see it in my eyes, all the anger and the pain deep behind the lies. cloaked in fake emotion, but right beneath the skies when hell on earth arrives on the dark streets of my mind, and they act like they're surprised when I lash out or I cry. When all this shit has gotten to me, it's hard to just sit by, but I hold it in and try, spread my wings and try to fly, try to reach some greater heights, but it's harder every night, and I'm so left to wonder why I can't get up and gather all my thoughts while this darkness closes in on my motherfucking heart. I can't turn the key and start, like my brain is stuck in park, and even if I could, I'd still be driving in the dark. The darkness in my brain, will I slowly go insane from the overwhelming pain that always travels through my veins like a drug, and I'm so dazed, getting drunk in half a days, but just to keep that old me fucking chained up and at bay. But that demon's here to stay, and I know that there's no way I could ever change my stupid selfish ways. My mama knew it was hard for me to look her in the face. She knew what I had done, and she knew it had just begun. Knew I was only getting darker cause there is no fucking sun, and wondered why the darkness came and swallowed up her son. Wondered why I'm not so strong, wondered how the demon won, and I still wonder that myself as I'm fastening a belt around my fucking neck, just so I can feel those fucking stitches in my chest. My mom felt them every day. Mom, I know I caused you pain, and I would write you a letter, but there's nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. There ain't nothing in my way, cause I got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. I might kill myself today, cause I got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say, nothing else to say. There ain't nothing in my way, cause I got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say, nothing else to say. I might kill myself today, cause I got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say, nothing else to say. There ain't nothing in my way, cause I got nothing else to say. Hell yeah. Yo, the beat does fade out, but
If you got that professionally mixed, edited, and done and performed, dude, I would listen to that casually. Dude, that shit was bumping, bro. That was bumping.
Yeah,
You was like right on beat. You know what I mean? Like you nailed that. I don't know if you know how much you nailed that, but you nailed that.
I mean, I've always, you know me. I'm always on one side, like, I'm a piece of shit and I'm self-deprecating, but then on the other side, I know how good I am, and I feel when I rap sometimes I feel like the best of the best, and I've had 7 years to sit on that one. I know that shit's good. I know. Trust me. I know. I've sat on that shit for 7 years. Like, is this? And you know what? For the first fucking 4 or 5 of them, I wasn't sure. But for the last 3 years, I've been 100% certain that song is going to be in an album one day.
And it's extremely powerful. The message and knowing a little bit about your personal life, and you guys
So my to give a little bit of context, because the last line was not suicidal. The part where I said just to feel the stitches in my chest, to give a little bit of context, you might not know, my mom actually passed away of a terminal lung cancer. Which is so that's the line about my mom felt them every day, and it's just to feel the stitches in my chest or whatever. It's a metaphor, but it's also it's a real feeling. It's a real feeling, and it's stuck so long. And actually, when I wrote it, my mom was alive. So, but she had the so when I wrote it, it was present tense. It was my mom feels them every day. And then after she passed, I changed the song to felt them every day. And I read it back to myself, and I was like, holy shit, this is so much more powerful. And I don't know, just because I feel the personal pain of it.
All right. Don't interrupt you, but I gotta go. My kids are throwing a hissy fit. They're doing a whole bunch. All right. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad you had me here.
You really go take care of your
everybody. Awesome. Sorry, surprised the fuck out of me, bro. That was.
No, it's all right. Thank you so much for being here. Peace out, bro. For sure. Yo, my mom, first of all, my mom would say kids first. 100% fucking kids first. Speaking of my mom, she would say too.
And I don't know if this is an overstep, but I think she'd be proud of everything that you're doing, man. Like, and what you just did. That song was amazing. Like,
Thank you. Yeah. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I showed it to her, and she did like, she liked everything I did though, and that's the hard thing about showing stuff to my mom, or if I show stuff to like my girlfriend or even Brandon, is like, I'm not sure if I'm getting their honest opinion because they
love you.
They like most of the shit that I do just because it's mine. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so great to get like honest feedback from you guys, because I know you guys like will honestly tell me, and especially you, like you have given some of the best like constructive feedback on some of the stuff I've sent you.
I'll keep it straight. If it's dog doogie, like I'll be nice about it, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you even like for my Thanksgiving piece, I had a couple lines that were just like, and even I felt uneasy about them, and I wasn't sure about them, and then you were like, but I wasn't sure what was wrong with them, and then you pointed out exactly what was wrong with them, and I was like, oh, that's it. He fucking nailed it. That's exactly what was wrong with those lines, and I went in and I changed them and I fixed them. And
I
like,
was very, very happy with that. And like, I really got it because like I am a Native American individual. Like I can claim heritage because I'm over a quarter. And before I turned to 18, there's a whole bunch of shit that I'm going to have to go through legally with the tribe that I was recognized by. But I was a recognized member until I turned 18.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. There's some. I don't know if I can even speak on it because I don't want legal repercussions.
Yeah,
but like, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, no, you've made me like such like a better artist in writing, and just like all the creative feedback you give me, for sure, bro. And like, I want to know, as far as like production wise and performance compared to last week.
Better, 100% better. It was nice to be able to hear the beat a lot better and clearer. You were very on point with all that timing, and I could feel the passion. Like it was great, man. Like,
hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, dude. Like I said, 7 years. I've been sitting on it for 7 years, so
it's good. You know it, bro.
I know, and it actually, something weird happened because for a while I had given up hope that I was ever gonna have that beat. You know, because it's a license beat. I never thought. Literally never occurred to me to just literally. All I did was message the guy on Facebook, and he replied the next day. Mm-hmm. And for 7 years, it never occurred to me to do that.
Yeah, and after 7 years, that's a lot of time. Like, what if someone else bought the rights?
You know what? I feel like I wasn't. I don't think I was like. Maybe it's the universe didn't give me that idea because I wasn't fucking ready.
I believe that 100%. Like. There's another quote that I like. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And when the student is truly ready, the teacher will disappear. Like, and that teacher can be emotions, intuitions, thoughts, feelings, you know, and that like the idea came to you finally. Like it's all divine timing, man.
Complex. Exactly. Fucking when you need me, I will be there. Or when you don't need me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I fucking like, honestly, I feel like the universe gives you exactly what you need when you need it.
Yeah.
And no more, no less. And people sometimes take for granted what the universe has already given them.
Yeah.
And I think that if I had gotten the rights to that beat 7 years ago, it would have been a complete disaster.
Yeah.
God, awful disaster. I mean, and so this weird thing happened where I gave up hope that I was going to get the beat. So I turned it into a spoken word, slowed the verses down, slowed the timing, like fixed the timings on when I would, you know, I fixed it and I turned it into a spoken word. And if you want to see that, you can, I think I did that on my very first episode. If you go back and watch that on YouTube. And that's the more spoken word version of it. And because I gave up hope of having this beat. And now that I have this beat, I've had to train myself on how, like, because I wrote it a completely different way. It's like I could, and I've done this. Something that I do when I write something to make sure that the rhyme scheme sounds good is I'll sing it in a country accent. I'll sing it like a rock song, because if it sounds good like that, then it'll sound good as anything
Yeah.
because it has called iambic
1 2
pentameter.
3 4 1 2 3 4 or 1 2 3
Right,
1 2 3 1 2 3.
exactly. So so I realized, but when I do that, sometimes I get myself confused on how to pronounce things, and like, so I realized that I had to kind of train myself to turn it back into a rap song,
Yeah.
where.
I'll definitely
But
go back to that first episode and check that out to really see the growth and difference.
hell
But
yeah, dude.
if that's what you feel that this was the right time, I already believe you. Like I'm all about the universe. Like particularly like numerology. Like I see the numbers everywhere. The universe is constantly in contact with us because we create all this shit collectively.
Yeah,
And there are energies that watch over us and guide us. Spirit guides, ancestors, the angels, archangels. That shit's real.
hell yeah, absolutely, dude. Well, thank you so much for fucking being on here and
Thank you
helping.
so much, like always, for allowing me a safe space to do all this, and particularly like with that situation I was talking about earlier, because even like because I have some paranoid thoughts sometimes, and even the fact that people might know where that happened, and the connection to it, like I get paranoid like about the government eventually coming one day and shit like that,
Yeah,
and just to know that there are other people who care, and like even if some shit did happen, like you guys are here to provide me a safe space where I can work that out again, like and
I'm glad to be able to do it. Like I said, this is our therapy session. I'm so happy to be able to like have an outlet, and also like what you were saying about like guardian angels. Like there's this song that used to be one of my mom's favorite songs, and the line in it is like, "Luckily, there's angels everywhere out on the street, holding out a hand to pull you back up on your feet." And it's like the real angels are the people in that you meet in everyday life, the people that you'll come on here, give you an outlet, and give them like we help each other. You know what I mean? Like we have to be each other's guardian angels and help each other back up. Like
honestly, like man, like I just want to talk about this for a second. Like it's really been fucking me up. Like that shit. Like it almost brings me to tears to even just think about it. Cause like these are people that I've known, like even people that I was doing allegedly doing drugs with before, like they're people, like I love them and I miss them, but like I know that energy isn't good, and I'm afraid of how they might interpret my absence and things like these, and I worry about those kinds of things all the time. And to actually be able to share this kind of positive space and place to work out, it literally means like everything. Like this shit has been eating me up, like.
you know
And
what?
and then I tell myself that it's stupid for feeling that way because like I didn't get shot, like
Dude. Like first of all, no feeling is fucking stupid. No feeling is stupid. Like people, like there are times when people are over dramatic about things, but that's also from one person's perspective. In their eyes, like they really feel that on a real fucking level, and so you know what I mean. Nobody should be belittling anybody else's pain,
yeah.
and you shouldn't like have to apologize or you know what I mean for it. You know what I mean? Because I've said this before on the show, and I will say it a million times again. It is okay to not be okay. That is 100% okay. Like, and like we need this, dude. And I'm so happy that like we are like we have this to come on.
It means so much, man. Like thank you guys so much, YouTuber. Like thank you guys so fucking much. Like
We're all here for it.
and to anybody from my past, like my old friends and stuff who may ever see this or the world, like I got nothing but love for you, and I hope nothing but the best for all of you and your families and everything. Like nothing but love.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta forge your own path and find there. You've got to find the people that really matter and the people that don't, and you got to sort them out and find your group and where you stand in life, and cut out the toxicity, cut out the negative energy, and anything that's bringing that purpose down. My thing is giving my art to the world, giving people an outlet to speak their truth and to talk about their feelings, and myself an outlet to talk about my own feelings. And anything that hinders or gets in the way or brings bad energy to that purpose gets cut the fuck out of my life because
Yeah.
I don't
And
need
not that anybody is bad people. We're all just people, you know. And like, I love you. Like, I wish nothing but the best of the people that I've had to let go of. You're not bad people. The things that are happening are just not good for my health. And I wish absolutely nothing but blessings, and that your life is constructed in your most positive and beautiful image. Like, I'm just so thankful right now, and I feel so much better.
Yeah, dude. Me too. Like I said, bro, every week, like I come on here and I'm like fucking stressed the fuck out, and like I'm nervous as fuck, and like my palms will be sweaty, and just like I'm just like I don't want to fucking do this, like, and then I get on here, man. It's just such a vibe, like. Literally, I feel so much better, and I'm able to literally just be my fucking self. And
Yeah, and I'm actually about to get back into therapy too, because I've stopped self-destructing. Like, I'm really on top of my shit these days, you know. So like, this has been huge in the meantime.
fuck yeah, dude! This is a stepping stone. This is a catapult. Like a fucking. This is a launching point. You know what I mean? This is blast. This is blast off in 5, 4, 3, 2. Like. This is where this shit starts, bro. And I was just talking to Brandon earlier. Like, I got this little cardboard thing in front of me that I bought for like $3 at Dollar General. This poster is wonderful. And my girlfriend made it for me as a birthday present. It was fantastic. But realistically, I'm sitting in my living room in my chair. I got this janky ass computer. I've got this this nice. I mean, this microphone's actually not bad, but
better than it was.
I was just talking to Brandon about like we should take a picture of this because in 5, 10, even 3 years, we're gonna be in such a like better spot. Like we'll have like a legit studio, and like we'll just look back on this like this little corner of our fucking living room, and like, damn, dude, it's all started.
I think that's a great idea. I think it's a great idea.
Like, and and what I'll do when that fucking happens is I'll have like a picture of it like up on the wall in the studio or some shit like that. Like this is our old studio. This is where we started, you know, our humble beginnings. Fucking, and you know what? You were fucking, and I will be proud and happy to say that you were fucking part of it the whole time. Like, I want everybody that I've brought on here and that I've bonded with, I want us to be not only friends, but like
I would love to talk more with y'all and like meet sometime in the future. Like,
hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. We'll have to fucking hook up and do some shit.
Oh, and it's funny. I'll actually hit you up about something funny later. You'll find funny that where we connect in past people that is now a present person in my life.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a small world. I'm sure. All right, man. Well, fucking thank you for coming on. Brandon, thank you so much for fucking clicking all the buttons and fucking being here. And Brandon, thank you for sharing your story and
yeah,
talking about
it was good to see you on, brother. Like, I love you guys. Much love to everyone in the show watching. Love to the world. Peace out.
Hell yeah. Peace out, guys. Catch us again. Actually, I got an announcement to make. I do got an announcement to make. Next week, we will not be having a show. The Saturday the 9th, we are skipping that. We're taking an intermission, but we'll be back at you December 16th, Saturday, December 16th. So catch us December 16th at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Lostboys Cypher Circle. Peace out, y'all.